Hi darlings, this is Christina at Makeup Box FYI, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Okay, so I've been waiting to film this video since I received the products. I know you know what it is. It is our favorite brand, Chanel Beauty. So I was actually able to touch bases with my SA, and she sent me over some beautiful new spring goodies. Not what we originally anticipated, but fantastic nonetheless. So without further ado, let's get into it. Is the Chanel Tendresse palette. This is something different. This is actually called an eyeshadow and blush palette, and so what's cool about this is you're supposed to be able to use it for both the eyes and the cheeks. Now of course you could do this interchangeably with any makeup you have. Technically you should be able to, like makeup artists do that oftentimes when they're doing makeup. They can shift between the two. This has some beautiful colors. There is another one and I'll show you that one on the screen, but that one didn't speak to me as much. These were definitely in my color wheelhouse. It comes with this protective covering. They are huge little pockets of eyeshadow. I love it. If these were shadows that you would do like for every day, this is quite a large amount. It does have 0.42 ounces of product, 18-month shelf life, and it is simply just a fantastic color story. So I'm gonna actually swatch this for you. As you can see, these are some very beautiful, creamy, pigmented colors. Very everyday. As you can see, this is a beautiful pink sheen that could also work very nicely as a highlighter, an everyday crease color, like a beige color with a tinge of pink hint to it, a nice, pretty peachy color, and a beautiful burgundy. So when I swatched these and I put them on my short like the day after I received it, I was wowed. And this has been used. I've been using it a few times this week, as much as I could. So I'm gonna go over a look with you guys and you can see if this is something that's gonna work for you. I found it works fabulously for both. It's pigmented enough for the eyeshadow. The blush does have a different formula. It's not exactly your normal Chanel blush type of finish, but it does the trick nonetheless. So if you were going on vacation or you needed something quick where you didn't want to take a bunch of palettes but you want something very like everyday, pretty neutral, I would say this is definitely a great option. So I'm going to zoom you guys in and I'm going to go over this look. So the first color I'm going to put on is this beautiful like beige color I was telling you about. I find that it's very light, pretty light color, but it's pretty pigmented nonetheless. So I'm just gonna build that up a little. Now you know I'm more on the yellowish tone in regards to coloring, so I would say for people who are maybe slightly darker than I am, I don't know that this one would show up as well. It's gonna be a very nice like one and done eyeshadow look depending on your tone, because on me it's pretty light, so I can only imagine any darker. The other palette probably will serve you better, but like I said, this could be a really pretty one and done eyeshadow on you. As you can see, the colors are very smooth, very silky like. It's very nice. I like to build it up just a little bit. And the nice thing is you can build it up a little bit without it looking cakey or dry or anything like that. It's a really nice formula. Okay, so that's that. Now I want to build up the inner corner, so I'm going to use this deepest shade, which is that kind of berry color. I'm just going to build it up in the outer V. I'm pretty boring that way. I like to build it up. Always the corner. I feel like it gives nice dimension to so many looks. I didn't do too much on this side, so I'm going to blend that out a little. So that's the pigment. As you can see, that berry is very rich. It pretty much took over that other color. And I'm building up more than I usually do. Over the past few days, I've just been doing just a hair of it. But for video and review purposes, I am building it up. I'm gonna do the under eye with that beige color. And you know, I haven't tried this peach one much, so let's put that under the eye. I want to see how that one comes out. That's nice. So that's pretty pigmented, which I figure it would. Okay, so you can see that beautiful corally peach color. I love it. This is such a nice, fun look. Okay, I know I went really heavy on the eyes, so feel a little bit about that. I'm gonna tone it down. You can tell me Q-tips aren't amazing. I love them still. It's because I want to sheer this look out just a little bit. There. So then we're going to dip into that sparkle shade. Okay, that sparkle pink. Now I have used my Fix Plus on this shade because it's metallic, but it's a very soft metallic. You're not going to get like a Pat McGrath shimmer if that's what you're looking for. Not even Chanel version shimmer. Chanel shimmer is much more shimmery than this. But I think they were trying to create something that even can work as a highlight. And for that, if you put too much sparkle, it's gonna come out looking really strangely. So I think that's why they omitted making it one of their really nice sparkly shades, which I really enjoy. So as you can see, it's a really pretty, fresh, clean spring look. Yeah, very nice. We'll use my smaller Rephr 23 brush for that. It's definitely more precise. Which I love. I love this palette. I'm not even gonna pretend like I don't. I think it's a beautiful, soft, flattering story, color story. It's just very soft. It's very feminine. It's so pretty. And it's very easy to create these looks. So I'm going to do my mascara, my liner, all off camera. I'll come back and we're gonna do the blush. Yeah, we'll do the blush together, and I have an eyeliner from this launch as well, so BRB. Okay, darlings, so I did all my mascara and my eyeliner, my normals. Everything I have on my face is always linked down below. What I normally use, I don't rotate out of my favorites often, so they'll usually be pretty consistent. I'm gonna go over this with the cheeks. I'm going to use, I wanna mix these colors together. I think they're pretty. So I'm gonna mix these together and we're gonna put it on our cheeks so you can see how pigmented it is. It's showing up. It's not super duper pigmented. Like I said, not the same formula as the typical blushes. So there, I picked up a little more there. Okay, so that's the shadows as a blush. So upon kind of playing with this with you guys on camera, I notice it does start getting a little muddy. So around this area as I build it, so it's not as buildable. It does feel like it starts to gather a little bit in certain areas, and I don't know if you can kind of see it. Now, of course, I usually use like a finishing spray now because I found one I really love, and that will help settle it, but not the same. Now, I'm gonna use this beautiful pink shade as a highlighter. Now this I was impressed with. I liked this on my cheeks. It was sheeny, it was like, oh, giving me the Pretemps palette that I love so much. It was a blush and highlighter duo, and this is reminding me of that highlighter that I've been asking them to come back with. So I was so excited when I saw this, how it picks up. But you see, it's got a nice sheen. I'm not a fan of these being blushes necessarily. I prefer the regular Chanel formula for blushes, but the highlighter is amazing. Like this pink shade as a highlighter is great, and I really love everything else as eyeshadows. And you can see how beautiful it is on the cheeks without looking like it has texture. It's very nice. Lips, I'm going to use my Chanel 158, and this is in Rose Natural. It's my favorite liner, like of all time. It's a perfect nude. And then I haven't got this out in a long time, but this was launched last year in this beautiful white and gold container. This is the Coco Chanel BAUME. So it's not as pigmented, but it does give you a nice little, like a nice little tint of color. I'm wearing it right now throughout the video, so you can see it just kind of tinted, but it's not super duper pigmented, but it's very comfortable on the lips, and it gives just a slight color since I don't want to do too much right now. And how one lines one's lips is very personal, but I like to go slightly above the line, not much, just a little. Because my lips aren't small, but they're also not like, you know, they don't have a lot of volume. So doing it this way to me makes my lips look a little fuller. My rose color, it's like, I thought it was going to be a little pinkier than it was, but it definitely comes out as like a corally pink. Let me show you. See? But it works because of all the colors we have going here. I don't know. Maybe it's a little too much orange, maybe. This is the Makeup Forever 15C color. I like this pink, so I'm just gonna put it over top because it was looking a little too corally for everything I'm wearing right now. This is a little better. Just kind of brings it a little more pink. I told you there was one other thing that I picked up, and it was the Or Rose. It is the long lasting eyeliner, and I only have one other Chanel. It is called, it's 955 Romance, and I told you my complaints, like this has already come out like it's broken. You see how it's going crooked? It's actually broken in there. I have to keep it down most times. It's a nice color, but I don't feel like I was able to get as much pigmented as I thought I would. That's a pretty color. Now, this one, I feel like they did a better job at like keeping the actual stick in there, and the color's really pretty. So this is the color. These are the comparisons. This is definitely more of a true like rose gold color, and I find that it actually really shows up. So So as you can see, just makes your eyes look a little brighter. This is without, this is with. I like this. I think it's a cool idea. I like the idea behind it. It's an easy, everyday, you know, easy and go kind of palette. I would say if these colors don't speak to you, I don't know that you want to purchase this if you think you're going to get use out of it for more than just an eyeshadow palette. It's not really that great as a blush. I love this here. This is probably my favorite color of this whole palette, and I would have bought it just for that color because, like I said, it is reminding me of that highlighter that I've been so desperate for them to come out with for about 3 years now. So I would have bought it just for that because it's so reminiscent, and there truly was nothing like it on the market I could find. But for personally, if there's nothing else in this palette that you feel like, oh, you know, a lot of these colors, you know, you probably have a palette that has similar ones. I don't think it's as necessary. As a Chanel collector, you're gonna love this, absolutely. I'm definitely gonna get a lot of use out of it, but I would say if you're, you know, trying to be more conscientious about your purchases, this doesn't necessarily have to be a purchase. Also, the eyeliner, I am a fan of. I actually really like this color, the 72 or Rose. Fan, okay? I'm definitely gonna get some use out of it. I feel like this color looks so good under the eyes, and not just with this particular palette, it can look good with many different looks. Like I've used it in other looks at work, and I very much enjoyed it. So overall, I would say 8 out of 10 in regards to how I feel about these colors and about this particular launch. This came and snuck in before the actual other spring things. They are trickling them in, but this one no one knew about. I feel like I didn't know about it. You know, I did a review on what's coming up for spring, summer Chanel, so I wonder what else they have up their sleeves. A little tricky Chanel, but they know we love them. So anyway, I hope this review helped you decide if it's something you want to invest in or wait and see what the other things are coming out, because you know I'll be reviewing it. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day, a wonderful week, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, darling, take good care.